Imagine being chosen by God himself, handpicked, anointed, crowned king, the whole nation cheering your name, but years later, you lose everything. Not because of enemies, not because of weakness, but because of your own disobedience. This is the story of King Saul, Israel's first king. A man who started humble, but ended broken. Before Saul, Israel had no king. God himself was their king, but the people complained. We want a king like other nations. They wanted someone tall, strong, impressive, someone who looked powerful. So God gave them what they asked for, and that man was Saul. He stood head and shoulders above everyone else. Handsome, tall, royal looking, the kind of man who looked like a king. But here's something surprising. When Samuel came to anoint him, Saul was hiding among the baggage. Not prideful, not bold, just shy and unsure. At first, he was humble, and that humility pleased God. When the Spirit of God came upon Saul, he changed. He led Israel into battle, defeated enemies, rescued cities, united the nation.
Long live the king!
Israel finally had strength and victory. Everything looked perfect, but success can slowly change the heart, and Saul began to drift.
Wait for me. Do not offer the sacrifice. I will come.
But Samuel was late. Saul grew nervous. The army was afraid. Enemies were near. So Saul thought, I'll do it myself. He offered the sacrifice, something only priests were allowed to do. It didn't seem like a big sin, just impatience, just taking control. But partial obedience is still disobedience. Samuel arrived and said, You have not kept the Lord's command. Your kingdom will not last. That moment changed everything because Saul stopped trusting God and started trusting himself. Then came another test. God commanded Saul to completely destroy the Amalekites, everything. But Saul spared the king, kept the best animals. He obeyed halfway. When Samuel confronted him, Saul said, But I did obey. He made excuses, blamed others, refused responsibility. Samuel said words that echo through history. To obey is better than sacrifice. And then, because you rejected God's word, God has rejected you as king. Imagine hearing that, chosen by God, now rejected by God, not because of weakness, but because of stubbornness. From that day, Saul changed. Jealousy filled his heart, especially when David arrived. After David killed Goliath, people sang, Saul has slain thousands, David tens of thousands. Saul burned with envy, the same man who once fought bravely. Now threw spears at a boy. He chased David for years, hunted him, tried to kill him. Fear replaced faith. Anger replaced peace. When we push God away, darkness fills the space. In the end, Saul stood alone. No guidance, no prophet, no peace, so he did something unthinkable. He visited a witch for help, the very king who once followed God, now searching for answers in darkness. The next day, Israel lost a great battle. His sons died. The army scattered, wounded and afraid. Saul fell on his own sword. And just like that, Israel's first king was gone. A tragic ending. So what's the lesson? Saul teaches us something serious. Starting well is not enough. You must finish well. Talent isn't enough. Looks aren't enough. Even being chosen isn't enough. What matters is obedience. Daily, humble, faithful obedience. Saul looked like a king on the outside, but David became king because his heart belonged to God. God doesn't want half obedience. He wants your whole heart. If this story opened your eyes, like, share, and subscribe to Daily Divine Decipher. And don't forget, join our daily Bible quizzes to grow stronger in God's Word. See you in the next video.